Hello and welcome back, everybody. Dragalia here, and it is the next day, final day Regina banner. So that means we also have the next showcase, which is going to be a Gala remix. And oh boy, this is going to be a fun banner. Now, though, obviously, before even going into this, we have free multis. All right, I do recommend you save your free multis. It's only 3 days. Okay, surely you can control yourself for 3 days. Doubt it, but hey, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, guys. And so I'm gonna go over them, say my honest thoughts, and whether or not you should pull on them after the free multis. So hopefully you do end up enjoying this. Hopefully you find this helpful. And let's dive right into it. So we have a Basileus being a wind wand, and Sandalphon actually being an adventurer, being a water staff. I figured we would get a healer and a wind wand based off of what the event gave via void weapons. So yay on that. And also we have Gala Sand returning. So that means that they're saving Gala Audric for a little bit longer. So yes, the older Galas are getting reran once again. So this does mean that some other adventurers will be coming back eventually. That means like Galilean Knights will be returning eventually. We will have Gala Uden coming back. So yes, this is very, very good. And yeah, this also means we should be getting a Reborns coming back as well. So yes, that's also going to be very, very good. And once again, this does only last 3 days, so be very, very careful and aware of the time frame, because these might be really good must summon units. Like let me explain, okay? So first of all, Basileus is going to be an attack unit. He has 2 modes: close quarters and ranged combat. We'll get into what triggers this mode a little bit later. But however, in close quarters, he deals damage, reduces their strength, and grants a defense amp. Ranged combat deals damage and inflicts Storm Lash. But Sigil Released, it literally combines them, which almost reminds me of a Regina to us, where she had different forms and the Sigil Release. All right, smash them all together, and there we go. So that's pretty much what we have here. So close quarters is going to be his hard hitter. It's 20% for 15 seconds. That's pretty good. A 3.1, that's nice. Defense amp, it's a max of 2, but it's not tied to a cooldown, which is pretty nice, especially because he's wind, mainly because of the fact that wind does have Akasha on their side, so that makes this nice. Ranged, it is not hard hitting at all, and it's only Storm Lash, so there is that. But during Sigil Release, this is like a 2.1 mod or something like that, so it's solid. Then like I said before, it just combines everything. So defense amp, Storm Lash, and reducing strength. So pretty nice right there. His second skill is Share Velocity cost of 6. There we go. Once again, does have the close quarters and the range. Close quarters being a dispel and a debuff zone that reduces the defense of enemies, and it obviously does damage. Range, once again, damage and Storm Lash, and Sigil Release, once again, it does combine everything. So close quarters is a 1.9, which is solid. Defense, it's 5% for 10 seconds. It's not a lot, so okay. It's not a lot, and the Dispel is obviously very nice. Ranged combat, this is actually like a 1.5, which is still nice. It's still nice. Then I'll see Storm Lash. The Sigil Release, this is like this is over 2k. I know that. I think it might be, what, 2.25k? So nice. And the shared skill cost is a little bit on the higher side, so do be aware of that. And this Dispel, and actually 10% for her 10 seconds. So the defense debuff does increase. Still pretty nice. And Storm Lash once again. Skill damage, always nice to have. Flurry resistance, whatever. So Michael's Covenant. So So this is where everything kind of gets explained. So Ozzy has Lock Sigil as is exclusive to the Apostles for 300 seconds, but he does have a unique Force Strike that deals damage to multiple targets and enemies near those targets, and has 3 charge levels. The number of enemies this Force Strike targets increases based on how many levels are charged. I don't know why I'm fumbling over my words. I know I just woke up, but come on, man. Also grants a combat zone around the user and grants the user one of 2 styles: close ranged or close quarters or range. I just combined the 2. If there are enemies within this combat zone, the user will engage in close quarters combat. Otherwise, they will default to ranged combat. And more than likely, the engage in close quarters combat. I have a funny image in my head too. That's where he just smacks you with his staff. I just have that funny image in my head, so forgive me for that. The user's standard attack patterns and effects activated, but by their first and second skills will change based on their combat style. So us seeing his standard attack pattern, that is going to really help dictate how good he is. So we will need to see a little bit more information on him before we can dictate whether or not he is going to be incredibly good. But also, Lock Sigil's remaining time will be reduced by 15 seconds for every 25 hit combo. After activating, it will not activate again for 8 seconds. So at least this is pretty easy to keep. This is pretty easy. When the Lock Sigil effect wears off, we'll grant the sigil released. It will remove the combat zone and styles, and grants him another unique Force Strike, but with only 1 charge level. This Force Strike has the same effect as the user's Force Strike level at 3. So literally, it's just faster, which is pretty nice. Also during sigil release, the user's standard attack patterns will change, and the user's first set skills will activate different effects. So he has another unique attack pattern during sigil release. So once again, we need to see what this is, how fast it is, how much SP he gains, before we can dictate how good he is. So definitely keep an eye out. Balgraz, sure. But this is nuts. Alright, like, he grants himself over damage. So for every 15 hit combo, grants over damage based on 30% of the user's strength. This effect will not stack and is removed when the combo counter resets. 15 hits, 30% over damage. So therefore, that makes this much easier to deal with all by himself. He doesn't even need Akasha or another overdamage in order for him to hit this. So this is actually pretty nice. So he can get into sigil released pretty quickly. But obviously, you can use him for the raid, automatically have sigil released. So there is that. There is that. But damn, like, I was not expecting him to have overdamage all by himself. But that's for my overall thoughts on him. Once again, we do need to see a little bit more on him. But I feel like he's a solid unit, alright? I don't know about best General Pool Wind Wand. He might be the best General Pool Wind Wand. Because I'm trying to remember who else is really competing for that. I don't even think like any limited units exactly have that slot. At most I remember Maribel being like only okay, and Summer Sonoa being the support unit outside of Dominion. So he might take the spot of best General Pool Wind Wand. But as of for general wind DPS, I think we're fine. Because like we have like Grimnir, we have Gala Ranzel. I think we're fine on wind DPS. So just if that is a reason for summoning him, more than welcome to. A reason to skip him, more than welcome to. But I would put him as a, well, it's hard. It's hard for me because I need to see more. I need to see more. I'll save my dictation for that, but I need to see more. Now moving on to Sandalphon. Lots of scrolling, long text boxes. So healing unit of a water staff. So oh boy, I know people are going to summon for her. Like let's face it. I know where your eyes were looking. All right, I know where your eyes were looking. So her first skill is shareable. Consumes 1 level of user's skill reservoir. We have a skill reservoir and water now. Restores HP to all teammates, continues gradually healing over time, and activates additional effects based on which of the following buffs the user has. So coordination protocol grants over damage. Water now has their second over damage person. Goddamn. Then the coordination protocol. Well, no, that's concentration. I don't know why I pronounce it like that. Grants the user the rapid analysis effect. So okay, that's nice. Over damage, pretty good. If this skill is used while shapeshifted, a variant called Celestial Skewer will be used instead. Celestial Skewer deals damage to surrounding enemies, and if the user has rapid analysis, consumes one rapid analysis stack, then restores HP to all teammates and immediately readies the skill for use. So literally what she can do is she can do what my favorite drag and drive mechanic is, to us where she can immediately ready her skills, but however she can only do it a limited number of times, hence bouncing her at the same time. So that's pretty cool. 3.4 mod, that's nice. If you regen, over damage is only 40%, so it's not the 50% like these Trials of the Mighty Spirals. So you can override this, so that's cool. Rapid analysis can stack up to 3 times. This is important as well. And when shapeshifted, it's about a 2.6 mod actually. For a healer, that's not bad. Like for a healer, damn. And we also have Angelic Wings over here. Consumes 1 level of the skills of the user's skill reservoir, restores HP, and activates additional effects based on which of the following buffs that the user has. So obviously, coordination removes all afflictions from the entire team and increases the max HP of adventurers for whom afflictions have been removed. Then the concentration, it partially fills the shapeshift gauge. Pretty nice, unique shapeshift gauge. So yes, obviously it is going to be a dragon drive, as I've stated on the first one. She does have a dragon drive, which I can assume you already know which form that is. If obviously you have read the story or just give this picture a pretty good solid look. Obviously look around her, just in case if you're looking in the one spot. So if this skill is used while shapeshifted, a variant called Celestial Castling will be used instead. A Celestial Castling deals damage to surrounding enemies, inflicts frostbite, and inflicts one of the following. So yes, she does what Regina does to us, where it's afflictions galore. Also, if the user has rapid analysis, Celestial Castling consumes 1 rapid analysis, then restores HP, and immediately readies the skill for use. So the approach to rapid analysis, it can double as both, okay, it's a mini heal and a ready, as well as just, it's just good. This is really, really good. So also, it's a, give me a minute, is this the same cost? It's the same cost, actually. That's interesting. So she can have both skills at the ready immediately. I did not pick up on that at first. So they charge at the same time here. Ooh. Alright. Gonna keep that in mind. And we'll also, one thing to note, when she grants the HP buff, it's the 30%. So meaning she can immediately max out someone's HP. So that is actually really, really good. No build up required, you just max it. That's really cool. That's really good. But with the mod shapeshifted, it's a, I believe that's a 2.1 mod. So that's nice. But then yeah, obviously all the afflictions under the goddamn sun. Coab is obviously potency, then vengeful shield. This is granted when they're hit by an attack that inflicts an affliction, so that's nice, solid. We're probably going to forget about this anyway. So moving on to her abilities, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I'm just warning you right now. So this is, I'm going to give you a TLDR of this portion at the very least. So this is saying she has a unique gauge. You can turn it on and off, just like Gala not. This fills as well by standard attacks and force strikes. So keep that in mind. I believe it's also going to be very similar to Gala as well. Also, grants the user a skill reservoir with 3 levels. They're filled by standard attacks when force strikes connect, or by other conditions that fill this this skill gauge. Now also, she goes through her protocols the same way as Regina does. To Reservoir, you need to hold Force Strike for 1.5 seconds, and therefore you can then switch between them. So honestly, because I haven't used Regina, I don't exactly know how fluid this exactly is. But hey, this is still going to be... I bet it's not bad, because it's only 1.5 seconds, so it should be nice. And also, using a user's force second skills, including when shapeshifted, you will gain a defense amp with a max amp of 3. You get an amp every 20 seconds. So defense amps, cool. Max of 3, cool. 3 is always nice to have, but it's hard to keep. So nice. Sunres, sure. Then Combat Coordinator 2. The user's unique shapeshift gauge is partially filled when their HP is restored. So literally every single skill she does, even when she's shapeshifted, as long as she has the analysis up, she can gain gauge. And after activating, this ability will not activate again for 10 seconds. This, oh my god. Okay, so with her now, what are my thoughts on her? I think she became the best water healer. I think she surpassed Nurse Aileen, because regardless, she is a damage dealer. She can be a damage dealer. So immediately, she has the full capabilities of a healer, then just slap on damage on top of it. She is actually going to be a really, really good unit. Do I think she's a must summon? Nurse Aileen should still be able to carry you just fine. Jangzia, I don't know. But Nathaniel, obviously, get out of here. But she's just really, really good. Like, am I going to summon for her? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to need her, like, fuck, she has my favorite... She combines my 2 favorite mechanics of auto-filling Dragon Drive and a skill reservoir. So, it's really hard for me right now. It's really, really hard. But, I'm just torn. I'm torn. I'm so fucking torn about this. But yeah, like, regardless, she's going to excel in one way for water healers. So just if you want to use that excuse to summon for her, sure. But just know that she is good. She is a really good unit. Very, very good unit. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I'm still deciding if I want to summon for her, but we'll figure it out as we go. So now, just in case if you don't know what... Wait, no. I want to talk about this really quick. I want to talk about this before I end off on Sandalphon. So, at this time, Sandalphon will not automatically activate her unique shapeshift when controlled by the game's AI, but she will in a future update. So right now, she's bugged. Fun. After the update, an AI-controlled Sandalphon will automatically activate her unique shapeshift when the team does not require healing and deactivate it when the team does, allowing her to then heal as necessary. So yeah, very soon, she's going to be incredibly good for solo content. Right now, she's a main unit. But for solo content, she will become really, really good. She will DPS when needed, she will heal when needed. That's all we ask from the AI. That's all we ask from the AI. So this is very, very good. Love it. Absolutely love it. So now, just in case if you don't know what Gala Alexandra does, one thing I'm saying right now, she has one of the best Trials of the Mighty Spirals, only rivaled by Summer Verica in my opinion. She is incredibly good. This buff right here, this becomes half general buff, so it becomes strength 15%, as well as half nihility proof buff, so it's another strength 15%, and it doubles as a little regen heal as well. This is solid damage, right here. Solid damage, nice tanking capabilities, shields are always nice. Coabs, they're nice and solid. This is nice, dual res is very good, and also I believe on here she gains natural defense, making her even tankier, and prime strength is honestly whatever. But Gala is seriously one of the best water supports in the entire game. The fact that she's back is pretty nice, I would say. So just if you do need a good water support and something to kind of do Trials of the Mighty for, she is definitely a very, very good unit to do so. Very good. And on that note, I think that's going to be it for this video. This is a little bit longer than I would have liked. I do need to leave for work soon, but hey, I think it's worth it. Like, all these units, they do have a reason to be summoned, in my opinion. They all really, really do. So this is going to be a dangerous banner. Once again, you have free multis. This is a remix, so hopefully you'll come out with at least one of them. And I mean hope, because it's only 3 multis. So all that I can say is wish for the best, expect the worst. That way you'll never be immensely disappointed. But this is definitely a dangerous banner, so who knows what the banner after this will have in store. And on that note, that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you did find this informative and also, I guess, entertaining. So yeah. I'll see you all tomorrow, where I'm going to assist you with the nightmare stuff. So I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.